Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, let's talk about some of the things that we were probably not told before we said yes I do to a man. Some of the things that we didn't see it coming, we were either not told or we it just took us unaware. Now these are things that will likely happen. These are certain changes that will likely take place as soon as you say yes to a man, as soon as you get married and your dowry is being paid and you've moved in with that man. These are some of the changes that will take place in your life. So just get ready in case you're getting married. I'll just expect this things. Number one is the fact that you do not own your life 100%. You do not own the right, like the sole right to take every decision that concerns you without your husband being involved and without your husband's consent or approval. It is a right that has been taken away from you from the moment that you go married to a man who has paid your dowry. He becomes the authority over you. He decides, he tells you what and what not to do. You always have to get his consent, whether you like it or not. For instance, you want to go visit your parents, you want to go visit a friend, you have to talk to your husband. Like, you have to tell him, this is what I want to do. And he has to agree with you. It's not just enough to say, I'm going to see my parents. If he says, no, you cannot go to see your parents now, for reasons best known to him, my there is nothing, except you want problems, except you want both of you to be a captain in one ship, which is not possible. One person has to sail, and that person is the man. Now, if he has his reasons why he says you can't go this way, or you can't go now, or you are not even traveling for Christmas this very year, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. It tells you, okay, there is no fun for that. Now, even when you think you're working, you have money, you can take care of it, still he tells you if you can go on with that or not. So that is how it is. You can't wake up and you want to go somewhere without telling your husband where you want to go to, wherever it is, even if it's just here. You have to tell him. You can't just wake up and say, oh, today I'm going to the gym, today I'm going to see Ifoma, and then just like that, off you go. You definitely have to tell your husband that this is the plans you have, you want to do today, and he has to say, okay, you can go, or no, don't go, please do some other things, I want you to help me do this. That is the thing that happens immediately after marriage. That right to take sole decisions, that right, that mantle has been transferred to the man who paid your dowry. Just so you know it, you don't do whatever that pleases you. You don't go to wherever that you want to go at whenever you want to go them. That is a fact. Number two thing that we probably didn't see coming, after getting married, is the fact that you need to have babies, you have to make children, you have to give birth, give your husband children. Now, saying this, it might sound like I'm saying that a woman is the only person who gives children. No, we understand that making children has to do with both people coming together to make babies. But it is not told to us that if for any reason you're not able to have children, the blame goes to you, the woman, the wife. So apparently what this means is that one of the things that you must do after you said yes to a man is that you must give him children. It is your obligation as an African woman to make sure that you give him children. So like I said, if something is stopping that from happening, you take all the blame. All fingers are pointing at you. You are the one who is not giving him a child or giving him children. You're the one who's not giving his parents grandchildren. And this is one of the things that you probably were not told before saying yes. Some of the things we have to face, some of the weird, and surprising situations that kind of, we are faced with as married women. We didn't know this was going to happen. We didn't see it coming. Like, we always wish that as soon as you're ready to have your children, you start making children. But if for any reason that doesn't come through, you bear the brunt the most. You're the one who cry every now and then, sleepless night, asking God why you have to go through this, why you're not able to take in, or why you're not able to hold a baby, or some sort of thing. And like I said, every other person out there looks at you as the fault, the reason why you're not able to have children. The number three thing that you were not told, or we didn't see it happening, like it's one of the things that we see and we're like, really, like, how, is the fact that you are blamed for anything that goes wrong in your marriage. You take the blame for a failed marriage. You take the blame for the man where he is not responsible. You take the blame. You're asked to either pray, you're asked to bear the whatever, you know, that you have to bear, whatever baggage the man throws at you. You're asked to endure it. You're asked to be patient. You're asked to be silent. You're asked to make it work no matter what happens, or however way you want to do it. And if anything happens to you in the process, you still take the blame. They will still blame you for everything. So they will tell you what you need to be: the proverb woman, you know, the woman who holds her home, who makes things work, who, you know, who meet up all the standard of a proverb chapter whatever woman. This is one of the things you see in marriage. Yeah, you probably didn't know that there is a way you can, like, you didn't believe that you will ever love anybody more than you love yourself. As a single woman or as a single lady, you've always loved yourself. Even when you love others, you love your parents, but fact remains that you love yourself more than any other person. But you didn't realize that it's going to be a moment in your life when you see yourself loving another human more than you love yourself. Like, you wouldn't mind laying your life for that human. And that is when you become a mother. When you have your children, you realize that you can actually love someone else more than you love yourself. You can do anything for some other human being more than you can ever do for yourself. That is the power of motherhood. That is the power of, you know, the love a mother can have for her child, the bond. From the moment when you become a mother, you begin to love that child or those children like you've never loved yourself before. You go all out to make sure they're happy, to make sure that you do what you have to do for them, you care for them, you cater for them, you make sacrifices, you would do anything that it takes humanly possible, you know, to make sure that those children become someone. And you find out that you love them so much that you can neglect your own self for their sake. Now, this is one of the things that are likely going to happen once you say yes I do, and once you enter the phase of motherhood. Yes. Are you still listening to me? Is this still shocking you? Okay, hold on a minute, we are not done. Another thing that happens, or you were not told, is that from the moment when you get married to a man, you have another family, whether you like it or not. There is another woman who becomes a mother to you, another man who becomes a father to you. You must accommodate them, you must love them. There are other people who become siblings to you because of marriage. I mean, by virtue of marrying their brother or their child, automatically you become, or they become, a part of your life. Now, these people, you have to carry them along whether you like it or not. You have to string them along. You have to do what you can in your, you know, in your capacity to make sure that you have a smooth relationship with them, to make sure that you're okay and everybody's okay, everybody's happy. Even no matter how difficult it is, you just have to accommodate this set of people, because like, they go nowhere. It's no leave, no transfer. They are always there in your life. As long as that man remains in your life as your husband, his family will continue to be a part of your life, whether you like it or not. Now, some of you were not told this. You probably think you are just marrying the man. Hell no. You're not only marrying the man, you're marrying his family as well. You're marrying his parents, you're marrying his siblings, and you have to accommodate, all these things. And yes, tolerance, that is where it comes in. The fact that you have to develop a level of tolerance no matter who you are. So people say zero tolerance and all that, except you want to be walking on eggshells, except you want to create so much enemies for yourself, except you want to box yourself in a war where you can't breathe, you can't, you have to try your best. I know it's not always easy, you don't necessarily have to be in a very good rapport, but what I'm saying basically is that you have to carry them along. However, whether it's rough, whether it's smooth, whether both you guys are fighting or not, fact remains that they continue to live in your life. They continue to be a part of your life. So the earlier you try to make things easy for yourself, the better for you. Another weird thing that we have come to learn being married is the fact that your husband, the man that married you, that is like marrying you alone, you are told to accept that he is polygamous in nature. Whether you like it or not, you have been told, a narrative has been pushed to you to accept it hook, line and sinker, whether you like it or not, that the man is not just marrying you alone because he's polygamous in nature. He has a tendency to flirt, to have multiple partners, aside you, to have more wives. Those tendencies are there, and if for any reason accidentally it happens in the future, you're told to endure it as a traditional African wife. You're told to accept it. You're told that you and a man are not of equal pedal, like you don't have the same right. The man will always be the head, which of course that's not a problem, but you're meant to tolerate a man's excesses. A man alone has the right to cheat. You do not have the right to do that. If you do that and you're caught, you're being sent back to your parents, back to your father and mother's house, and that's the end of that marriage. But the man can do it as many times, and he just needs you to understand that it's in the man's nature to be polygamous to be polygamous. Yeah, so some of these things and many others are the things that you learn in marriage, the things that people really don't tell you this much, but these things happen. Some of them likely happen. You have to learn to live with some of these things, except you do not want to stay married. But as long as you want to stay married, you have to learn to accommodate all of these things and move on. Now, this is one of the things you were not told, that once you're married and you start having children, that will likely slow down the pace at which you grow in your career, in your pursuits, in your passion, stuffs that you do, or whatever thing you want to become, in trying to develop yourself. Now, it doesn't work like that for a lot of people. Some people still have a way to go around it, regardless if they're having children. But for a whole lot of people, it slows down the pace at which they grow, in their endeavors in life, because having children is a very big change that requires a lot of time. The kids need time to be cared for, and if for any reason you don't have help, you don't have people who can help you to care for your children, to like babysit or something, you may not actively be able to do whatever thing you want to do, go out there, work. You have to make sacrifices. You have to give room for making sure there is someone to look after them. And in most cases, the person who takes care of the kids, like who stays back to care for the children, are always their mother. So maybe you were not told, and you think that you get into marriage and then you still keep going with all the energy. It may not work out that way for you. Now, just so you know that, and you prepare your mind that during the phase when you're having children, making children, you may likely not be able to spread your wings as much as you would have wanted to. You may likely not grow so much in your career, in your business pursuit as much as you would have wanted. Another and the last thing that you were probably not told is that there is no I'm tired, or I need a break, or I need some space, or let's take a break and come back later. There is no such thing. You're in, you have to grow old with the person. You have to live with the person, see all the sides to the person that you never saw. You know, you have to tolerate all the things that are not that don't sit well with you. Not like you will not address them if you want to, but like, this is one of the things also that we learn in marriage that we were not clearly told, and you're likely to expect in your marriage. Okay guys, I'm going to end this video here, and if you have more other word or other things that you think happen, changes that take place after marriage that you think I didn't mention in this video, go ahead, write it in the comment section. Let's read. And you guys, thanks for watching this video. I do appreciate all my subscribers. Your support, your love is massive. I mean, I don't take it for granted. I appreciate that, and thank you so much. If you are coming across this video for the very first time, you're very welcome. Please do well to like, drop your comments, and share, and also remember to subscribe to the channel. Guys, take care and see you in my next video. Bye.